one of the parts to the understanding of the spiritual world is to realize that you are spiritual and physical in a physical world that has a spiritual undertone or a spiritual side attached to it. You are absolutely the same. You're a physical being with a spiritual side attached to you. When you sleep at night and astral travel, when your spirit somewhat leave your body, when before you was born, you was in the spiritual. After you die, you'll be in the spiritual. So as if time was a long line, you just a little notch on that line to where you come into the physical world. So you mostly spiritual. You're mostly a spiritual being existing in this physical world right now, which gives you partial powers. The other half is you created by the Creator, who created you in His image, created in the image of God, who is a creator by nature. That is seen in human beings as well. When you take a blank piece of paper and you draw a picture, it was nothing at first. It was a blank piece of paper. And then you drew a picture on that blank piece of paper. That's creating something. When you see a car, a sculpture, when you see the cell phone, somebody put all those components together to make that phone. That was intelligent. That was a creation. You are a creator. That is a trait from God. That is a God trait. Now, in this spiritual world, is active. It's active right in, molded right in with the physical. Okay. Us human beings in the physical are able to move things in the spiritual world and backwards to the physical world through thought and speech. Okay. You can think things into existence to a certain degree. Okay. But this is the thing. Most people don't know how to use this. The only thing they can think of is things that's common, or what's the common thing of the time, of their culture. And they usually don't think outside the box or acknowledge the Most High. So most people usually just float around. Let me clarify this. Say you got a beam of light, and that beam of light is God, right? When you do certain things that's righteous and that's a godly type traits, you align yourself with that beam of light, and you move closer to that beam of light. When you're righteous and you're pure-hearted, you move right into that light, then many things are possible. You get blessings, you get gifts in that light. It seems like you have good luck because you're in that light. You understand? Then say it's a beam of darkness on the other side. The more wicked things you do, the more wicked desires that you satisfy, like dating, sleeping with people not married to them and all that type of stuff, just sleeping around, that'll move you closer to that dark beam. And when you commit yourself to Satan or Lucifer or demons, or really consciously commit yourself to evil, such as murder somebody, things that's destructive, the opposite of creation, you line yourself right inside of that beam of darkness, lined up with Satan, darkness, death, murder, everything. And with that, many things are possible. And you get blessings or curses. Someone might seem like blessings, but things come with that. Okay. Now, most people exist in between those two beams. You got the beam of light that represents God and blessings, and it seems like you have it all together, and you just have a good life, and things are blessing you all the time. On the other hand, you're in darkness, and you can still be getting blessings and things like that, but you are protruding, exuding wickedness and making the world more terrible by your actions and very breathing. So, and that comes with consequences. So you get a dark, payment for your crimes against humanity. Okay? Most people exist in the middle of this. They have no clue of how these things work. So they usually just float around in the middle of the light and the darkness, and whatever demon or spirit that's around just controls them. So most people in America are controlled by demons. So the only thing you can hope for is hope that you get a demon that's just not so terrible, or demons that's not so terrible, because some are worse than others. You understand? Nobody is actively playing the game, because when you play the game, it's a game of cause and effect. You get what I'm saying? It's a game of intention. Okay? And it's a game of consequences. So if you learn to play this game in life, you will be righteous in the eyes of God, and you will achieve great heights. Some people like to choose the dark path, and that dark path leads directly to destruction, and it comes not at the end of your life. You think people that seem to have it all, but wicked, you think they living it up. A lot of times curses is attached to those things. Every time, actually. And it's a time period for everything. It's let me give you an example. If I'm gonna cook a turkey, it's a limited time that turkey's supposed to cook. If you don't cook it long enough, it's not cooked, and it'll make you sick. It's not good. It's not edible. If you cook it too long, you're gonna burn it, and it's not edible. It's a certain length of time between the time period that turkey's supposed to cook. That concept applies in life too, when you make decisions. Say you go do something bad. The turkey's cooking, and when the turkey's done, that bad thing gonna come right back to you. When you do good and you do good deeds, that turkey's cooking. And over a certain period of time that's gonna pass, that turkey gonna be done, and that goodness gonna come back to you. Double. Because it's gonna feed you.